How about now? Here I was saying, okay, guys, what I was exactly right now saying was, okay, guys, make some noise. I can't hear you. So this whole time I was going, okay, I'm asking questions. Is anyone there? Thank you for writing it in the chat. I was like, what's up? I just connected the headsets, but I hadn't transferred the sound in Zoom to my headset. So sorry about that. Okay, so let me start all over again. I was saying hello to everyone first. So hello again. Asking you to go into the chat and sign in. And then I was asking if anyone had any questions. And I was mentioning that I know Enriqueta had questions, but she signed in and signed out again. I guess she couldn't hear me and didn't figure it out. I hope she comes back because I know she had questions for the tutors. And I was just saying, Enriqueta, what was your question? And no answer. Oh, well, I hope she tries to join us again. Thank you. So yeah, next time you see me talking and talking and talking, definitely let me know that you can't hear me. It's like, okay, what is this person saying? All right. So anyone here have any questions about module 2, Excel module 2 before we move forward, about the assignments, about the homework? Anything? Nope. You're all fine. All right. Okay, so basically today, other than supporting you with any questions you have with module 1, 2, or word 1 and 2, I'm going to tell you about the homework assignments. And here the problem is that I need to move you guys over to here first. Here we go. And I will share that, and then I will share this. Okay, so oops, I jumped through 2. So here's what's due for next week. Basically, I have 4 extra credit assignments that you are all welcome to do, but they are extra credit, so you don't have to do them. That said, they are definitely Hi, Enriqueta. I know you probably weren't hearing me before. I'm glad you just pumped in again because I do believe you had some questions. But anyway, right now I'm talking about what's up for next week, and then we'll talk about any questions about the Excel Module 2 assignments, okay? So what's due for next week are optional extra credit assignment. I kind of have to say optional and extra credit because people kind of think that you don't have to do them. We used to have much less points on the extra credits. Lately, I have upped them to be actually 10 points each, the same as all your other assignments. So this is a great opportunity to make up for some grades that you might have missed or assignments you might have missed. Each one of these helps you practice a project just like the ones you did. So for module 1 Word, it's another flyer. For module 2, it's another MLA project, et cetera, et cetera. And they are simpler even than the SAMs. They come pre-written. You just need to apply a bunch of, you know, different tasks, such as the ones that you would need to do in the exam. So I recommend trying at least one, seeing how it goes. They are totally worth it for helping you practice more. And there's only one. Whoa, that's interesting. Hello, there you go. The only thing about these assignments is that since they are extra credit, the grade will not show up. Joanna, you asked me something I didn't have a chance to answer you about the extra credit assignment for the trainings that you did. I am still having issues with the fact that when they are graded 0 points because they're extra credit and I have to hand grade them, Cengage still is overriding my grades. So that's why your grades aren't there, but I do have those grades. That's an answer to Anna's question. So something like this might happen here too. Last session, it began to happen too, that I would grade everyone and then they would all revert to 0. So basically, when you submit your assignment and you have your grade in your report, that's the one that I do through SAM. I do see through SAM. So email me, let me know that you've completed it. I need to dig into SAM to get your grades, and then I will attempt to put them again in Canvas. If they don't stay, I still have your grades, and they will compute into the whole. But anyway, that's a glitch that we don't know if it's happening just to my course or they're trying to figure it out back in the background, and I haven't followed through with it in the last few weeks. So now that I have some extra credit assignments again, I will follow through to see what's happening. So just let me know. Maybe you only do 2 of them. Let me know. Okay, I did 2 of them, but I won't grade you right then because since the assignments aren't due for a whole week, I'm going to wait till everyone posts all of their extra credit assignments, and then I'll go into SAM and get all of the grades at once. Okay, but you will know what you got, and if later when the grades transfer to credit, if anything there is wrong, you can let me know. But the big deal is the midterms, and they are going to be available as of tomorrow morning or tonight at 12 o'clock midnight, if you want to consider it tonight. Those of you who are night owls, you can start after 12 p.m. on your exams, or you can be practicing this whole week before you actually take it. Now it's due next Tuesday, but don't wait until Tuesday unless you really, really are having issues or problems, and let Tuesday be your fail safe. Give it a try to do your exams at the latest by Monday morning, and then you have all day Monday or Tuesday to get help from me or from Katie if for any reason something's not working on your exams. Now I'm talking about not working as in SAM having a glitch or Cengage not working or something like that. Other than that, if you don't know the answer, that's different. That we can't help you with, but we can, if you're having, you know, a technical issue, work on the exam and try to reset it and things like that. But if you're trying to do it Tuesday night, then there's no way that I can help you at that point because there's no time to get through to tech support and all of that. All right, so what this means is that you have 2 exams, Word and Excel, and each one is worth 100 points. Once again, there's no time limit, but once you open it, you have to continue until it's done. There are 30 questions for Excel, Word, and 20 for exam. And you can take books, your textbook could be open next to you. You can have notes. And it's going to be like the apply section of the trainings. I told you this last week. I hope some of you guys already started working on the trainings. And so if you have any questions, this would be a good time to ask me them. When I say about books and notes, if you are doing the apply section of the trainings, you'll notice which ones you completely know and don't need any help with, and which ones keep giving you some trouble. Well, then you can just make some notes on what to click on, how to handle it. And then when you're asked a question like that in the exam, then you can find out what's this person. I'm admitting someone that I do not know who it is. Okay, let me see. Someone is joining us. We'll find out. Okay. All right. So what I was saying, the modules okay, so I skipped on this one. Please don't close the exam window unless everything is done. Okay, because if you do, you will be just closing your exam, and then that's the grade you're going to get. And if you're missing 10 questions, just telling me that, I can't really let you do the exam again, because then you'll by then know what you would or didn't work. Okay. I'm going to open this and show it to you. I've talked about this before with the Word exam, with the Windows exam, but please make sure not to submit your exam when you're done doing all the questions. The exam will submit itself. If you hit submit, it's because there's something you didn't answer, and you might then end up truncating your exam. Okay. These are the trainings that you should be doing: Word Module 1 and Word Module 2 hands-on training. Each one has like 60 tasks, so you'll run through all of them. Many of them are really easy, like open a file, but others are much more complicated. Focus on the apply section for all of them. And then once you're done, the important thing is to do the practice exam, because the apply section you can do hundreds of times until you get right, but in the exam you only get 3 clicks, right? And after 3 clicks where you're searching for the right answer, it says it's wrong and it moves on. So it's really, really important for you guys to, after you really feel that you're done and you understand the apply sections of all of the modules, to do the practice exams. I would recommend running through the practice exams a few times right before you attempt the actual exam. When you do that, you'll like get into the rhythm of wait, make sure you got the right thing, and then click 1, 2, and 3. If you go straight from the trainings to the actual exam, you might just click around a bit too much. All right. So I highly recommend not doing that. We're going to go into Excel now, into Canvas now, where I'm going to show you how to get to all these links and answer any questions you want. I just want you to let you know that for sure, please come to class next week, because we're going to begin with Access. I'm going to email everyone to make sure that as much as possible people come to the lecture, because it's something completely new and different. So next Tuesday, be ready for Access. Okay. So I need to know, someone called Mrs. Santi is here. Who are you? Hello. Oh, there you go. Well, Mrs. Santi, obviously there's no one with that name in the roster. Can you remind me? I don't recognize right now your name. I can't hear you.
I don't know why I have the name. Patricia Celis, but why is that one up there? I don't know. I think someone else got my computer.
Okay, there we go. Patricia Celis now. I got it.
Yes.
I was like, okay. Well, the thing is that my son is called Santi, and he's Santiago, and we call him Santi. And I have him in our class. He's not a student, but I have him as the name of my sample student where I practice things as a student. So I was like, is there something weird here? This can't be, you know. So I just needed, I was curious.
Nice name though.
Okay, I'll figure that. Yeah. I figured something strange was happening. Okay, so hi, Patricia. All right, so I am going to switch our screen to show you the Canvas module. And here we are. I just want to make sure, did the module open up? Let me go to student view, because when I show it this way, it looks different than what you guys are accustomed to viewing. Going to modules and make sure the module 10 opened up. Yes, it did. So here we go. In module 10, by the way, for those of you who still are scrolling up and down a lot on the modules, remember that you don't have to see the entire module. You can click on the ones that are finished so that by the time you get to module 10, it's really quick because module 1, 2, 3, 4 are compressed. If you have each one of these open, then you have to go tons and tons of scrolling until you get to module 10. Okay, so you can keep go ahead and close the old modules. All right, so basically, all you need to do this week for sure is to do the trainings, which I put them all in module 9. So last week, you can do the module 1 and 2 trainings for Word, module 1 and 2 trainings for Excel. You must do those. There's no points. They're just for you to study. And then here are the 2 practice exams. And I think you have 5 chances at each practice exam or something like that. I can go check. Whoa. That's not the right exam. That's the exam. You have the Excel practice exam and the exam, and then you have the Excel practice exam and the actual exam. So I was like thinking I had the 2 practices and the 2 exams, but I didn't do it that way. All right. And these here are the end of module projects that you have as extra credits. They're worth 10 points each. And once you submit them, you need to let me know if you've done them. Send me an email, let me know which ones. So just say, I did the extra credit projects. You know, if you only did 2, tell me which 2. If you did 3, 1, or 4, tell me which 4. That way I can keep track of them to go and bring the grade in from Sam. All right. Other than that, I just wanted to show you the difference really quickly between a training and a practice exam. So here's a training. I'm going to work on module 2, Excel training. Oh, that's true. It never works when I'm in student view. Leave student view. It doesn't recognize me as a student. So, okay. So mine looks a bit different when it starts. And here we go. So here's an example where you can just flip from the very beginning to the apply, okay? And then you can go over here to the different tasks, okay? And then when you go to these tasks, you can, I would recommend going through all of them, not just pick and choose. And then the ones that you don't know, then you come back here and you start clicking on them. So say that you need to, I don't know, edit a conditional format ruling, right? Head over to the apply and test yourself first. And if you don't know it, then go to the practice. But here's the thing. So it says edit the conditional ruling for range B5 to B16. So say that I start doing it wrong by selecting whatever and start trying to do conditional formatting on that. The first thing that's going to happen is going to tell you it's incorrect. And you can make things incorrect 250 times and keep trying and trying and trying, and it just won't let you get it. It won't matter. It'll just keep telling you incorrect, incorrect, incorrect. And that's all it's going to do. And you can do it again and again and again. Versus, so it's good to learn it, but it's not good to train yourself for the exam. So I'm going to close this. That just works to learn it. To train yourself for the exam. Let's head back. I recommend hitting the actual practice exam. So I'm going to go to the Word 2019 practice exam and load that one. And here's where you really can see what it feels like to be in the exam. So definitely by now you've practiced, you know how to do it. And it starts warning you that you have 3 attempts remaining, right? You haven't even tried once, right? But it says just create a new blank document. So say that I go to File, Open, and try to find something, right? Immediately that was wrong because I was told to create a new one, not to open something. So now I've gone down one and I only have 2 chances left. If I knew it, go ahead and retry the task. It was just a simple mistake. So retry it. So this time I go, oh, it was supposed to be blank. Okay, File, New. And then perchance I make a mistake and I do something else. And I've got 1 mistake left. Okay, so I'm going to retry it because I do know that I know this one. I go there and I say new and I say blank and it works good. I finally got it, but it gave me 3 chances. But for some things that you don't know, 3 chances is not much. Okay, so now it says start Word 2019. Okay, so say that I start it from here and I open there, it's correct, immediately moves on to the next task. There we go. Now this one, let's say that I don't know this one and I don't remember what tell me box is. And, you know, I have no idea how to use the tell me box. And I try to, I don't even know how to do this one wrong. I try to insert a table, whatever. Just trying to even know how to do this one wrong. And I say, okay, boom, it's wrong. At this point, if I do not know how to use the tell me box, if I don't know what to do, I will just go to the next task. Okay, so now I can go to the next one, change the document's margins. I'll get this one wrong again. I'll do something weird and I'll go to the next task because I don't know that one. So by the time I'm done, those 2 show up as wrong, but I still have, I can still go back to them. These are done, so they're grayed out. They're green, but they're grayed out. This one I haven't tried, but these still have 2 attempts each because I moved back. And this is what I want you guys to remember. So I would zoom through all the ones you know, because you know there's a ton of them. Zoom through all the ones you know. And then in this exam as well, then you can come back to these where you just did 1 chance and you have 2 attempts remaining. And now start pulling out your books and your notebooks, figuring it out. And you go, oh, that's where I was supposed to click. And then go ahead and do it right. Does that make sense? Just don't hurry through it. Don't use your 3 tries guessing at it because you can't go back to it afterwards. So just take your time, do all the ones you know, and then pull open your books, pull open your textbook, pull open your stuff, and then come back here and go, what was this whole tell me thing about? Open up, flip through. Oh, there's a tell me. And in the textbooks, I want you guys to know that the let me stop
to interrupt
for a minute.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think that what you were explaining, for some reason, it wasn't showing the example because when you were move your mouse, it just didn't go with what you were explaining.
That's awesome, Patricia. Why didn't anyone else tell me that? Everything I've been demoing this whole time hasn't been showing.
I tried in the chat. In the chat, I tried to tell you.
Oh God. Okay. Well, when I'm sharing my screen and looking at the screen, I'm not seeing the chat. Okay. Sigh. Thank you, Patricia. I'll try again. When I share my screen, I forget that the pop-up windows for the trainings and the exams I need to share independently. Okay. So let me go to what I was saying though, which is when you don't know something, going through the entire module, finding where the, margins box is kind of like, I forget where they told me how to do margins. So the index for each module is really useful. If you go at the very front, this is one of the few times where indexes in books really are useful. So if you go here to the index, notice that in Word Module 1, it goes step by step through all the tasks. And so if you are trying to figure out how to do the margins in Word, then, and you know that it was something that you did in Module 1, go to the module 1 index and then scroll through until you see that it says the word, how to do or in this case, I think this one is to use the tell me box. Use the text margins in the tell me box. That's the one. So then when I go and read I notice that it says how to use the tell me box, page word 173. So then I switch over to one word 173 and I look it up and then I can go and do it correctly. Because otherwise flipping through, 150 pages to find it, but there it is. Word 173, how to use the tell me box. And I just read it again. I check the notes. Oh, that's what I had to do. The tell me box is where, oh, it's here. Okay, great, thank you. And then you do it correctly, right? So that was just trying to show you the tell me box. Now, let me go back to the sharing. This is the actual practice exam. So what I did when you guys couldn't see what I was doing, I was running through Hollian. I was running through the tasks where I was showing you how this one I did correctly, this one I did correctly. And these two, I tried once and I didn't remember how to use a tell me box. And I tried once and I didn't remember how to change the margin. So instead of trying again and again, just keep going with the rest, right? Keep going with the rest of the task. So now I'm going to go to the next task and I'm going to say, delete the words promotional. And so I'm going to go over here to delete promotional and I'm going to delete it. And that's correct as well. And on and on. And I keep going. By the time I'm done, I'll have yes, yes, yeses on all. And then these two, I can come back to them because I left 2 more tries for each one. Okay. So I'm going to go over down to this one again, and it'll tell me now I have 2 attempts left. Change the document's margins. And this is the point where if I really don't remember where the margins are, right? Say that I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember how to change the margins. I can't find them easily. That's when you go to your book and you go, okay, word, margins, where can the margins be, right? And so you find the place where you work with margins and you go directly to that page. So let me see. Module 1. Here I'm showing you how easy this is to use, and I'm trying to look for margins right now. I believe it was in module 2, or was it in module 1? So much for showing you how great the
I think it's module 1.
The index says module 1, page. Oh, every example I always give works except for this one time. Well, I can't find it. Usually you find it. So give me a hand here. Somebody go to the index and let's find where margins is, because I changed the font, preset selected paragraph, multiple limits. Well, so example 1, how the teacher cannot find where to do the margins, but usually it's just about everything can be found. So much for that example. It's not there. I mean, it's there, but I can't fit it right now. To open a document, insert copy, delete, cut, paste, switch, read mode, whatever. So the whole point is you go, you learn, you take your notes, you practice, and then you go, oh, so this is where it was. Maybe
I see it.
Because if I
this is Holly. It's item, it says WD-26, adjusting line and paragraph spacing, or no, that's paragraph spacing, sorry.
No, that's
No,
paragraph
not,
versus.
that's paragraph, okay, no.
Yeah, I really don't
I'll
see
keep
margins,
looking.
which is crazy.
I'll let you know.
Anyway, the thing is that if you start looking for it, here's my point. If you start looking at it, you go, was it under insert? Let me see. If you don't click on anything, you can still look for stuff, right? I don't know. Was it on home? No. Was it in references? No. Was it in design? No. See, I'm just searching. So searching doesn't get nixed. You don't get wrong, right? But once you get here, if you then were to click on something, then it's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to retry it. I've got 1 try left. And now remember, if you search and search and search without clicking on anything, that's fine. And when you get to this one, you go, oh, finally, here are the margins. And what it wants you to do is get them into the margin narrow setting. So then you go to narrow and then yay, you saved the day. You did it on your third one. Okay, so it's not like you can't search. You can search, but you can't make a final choice. So if I search and click on columns, it'll actually go, no, that wasn't right. How about size? That wasn't right. Orientation, that wasn't right. Margins, this is where it is. That's okay to do. But the moment you click on normal instead of narrow, then it'll tell you that you got it wrong. Okay. All right. So I was just trying to demo how in the trainings, you can do this 2,500 times and it never stops you. So you should definitely run through the practice exam so that you can really get a feel for, do I really know this one enough to do it in 3 times? Okay. And then once you feel that you got it, which at this point you've done so many assignments already, do using these things, that there's probably only a few things left that you really need to practice enough. You should do really well. 111 margins. Oh, to adjust the margins. There it is. It was at the very top. I was looking through the whole rest of the document. It's the first thing ever. The very top of margin. Thank you so much, Holly. So right at the beginning, it's even almost before they tell you to open the document. 111. So there it is. And yes, it was there in the margin. So if you go to 111 to adjust the margins, and there it shows you how to choose the narrow settings. Although in the book, it told you to use the current one. Here it tells you to use the narrow one. Thank you, Holly. All right. So I'm going to close that and close that and go back to modules. So I don't have anything new to teach you. I just wanted to show you and prepare you for the assignments. The end of module assignment is the same as Sam's. You're going to go and you're going to download files and instructions. It's actually less work even than the Sam's. So unless you have any questions about Excel 2 assignments, and to get that, hopefully when you try to, before you couldn't hear me when I was asking you how it went, because I know you went, Katie tried to help you and you had some more questions. So unless you have any other questions, or you want to know something, or you want to run through Word Excel module 2 questions before you submit them for the end of today, then there's not much more that I have to say today. Today is just about practice, study, learn, and take your exams before next Tuesday, ideally. So any questions?
I do want to need some help with some of my project for Excel. I have a question.
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and help you. Let me make sure there's anyone else who has anything about the exams or prepping for next week. Other than that, if it's all about Excel questions for now, or something that you still didn't understand from when it was from Word, because now you're going to be tested on it. If nothing else, then toodaloo. Go work hard, use this time to actually practice and do your extra credits. All right.
I just wanted to ask you, do we have to do everything in exact order for, like, do the, the midterms in any order? Because I'd rather do Excel first and then do Word. It'll be okay.
No, actually, a good question. And then anyone who's still here, in general, people do better in Excel than in Word, because you've just finished Excel. So I would recommend people not to assume that Word is easy because it was easier than Excel, because a lot of people tend to do much better on the Excel. The majority, there's always a better average in the Excel than in the Word exam. And I think it's because people go, oh, I'll just take the exam without practicing the trainings, because they think they know them. So no, you can take them in whatever order you want. And yes, since you just did Excel, maybe you can risk doing it much sooner, but then go and study a little bit for the Word one. Yeah.
I was just wondering, because I am going to still do the training and then do the practice,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I felt a little bit more comfortable because I did all the homework with Excel, So
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I want to take Excel
Yeah.
first before. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Definitely. If you didn't complete all the assignments for the Word or some of you might have not done Excel, definitely try the end of modules to help remind you what these were all about without having to go all the way back and do the textbook projects or something. So yeah. Okay. Bye then. All right, so I'm happy to help Henrietta unless Joanna and anyone else has other questions, or if not, anything else, Joanna, or? All right, so Henrietta, why don't you tell me how can I help you?
In Excel, I have the book project. I was having a lot of problem with entering some information. So we can go to my project so you can see what I was doing.
Sure, go ahead and share your screen with me. Katie wrote to me saying that she thinks that you were opening the project but using a SAM file instead of starting with the textbook project or something like that, and that's why it was getting confusing.
Yes, I think that happened for module 1.
Mhm.
The probably that's what I did at the first one. So it took me forever and I was trying to do a lot of, but I think now I've been downloading the ones from Sam. So
Okay.
I'm sharing my
right.
screen with you.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm gonna go into
And Henrietta, if you feel comfortable, since we're the only ones left, también podemos hablar en español si preferís o no. ¿Te da lo mismo? ¿O preferís inglés?
prefiero English. I'm forgetting my
Okay.
Spanish.
Oh, all right. Then let's do English.
Yeah,
I just enjoy speaking in Spanish whenever I can with people, but I'm fine either way.
yeah,
so.
I love your accent though. Yes. Anyhow, so you were saying that I need to collapse the if I don't want to go. If
So
I'm
go
in
to
the
go to the
syllabus
modules. Yeah, go to the modules.
and then I collapse all.
Yeah, click on where it says Word Module 1. Just click right there on the gray. You can't collapse all at the same time. Go one by one, and then they'll stay collapsed. Go
It says
scroll down
collapse
to.
all.
Oh, I guess you can. Oh, well, there you go. Collapse all then.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And now scroll straight down to module,
I
I
think it's
guess
that.
9 is whether you have the assignments due for today.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't even know about that collapse all button, so you just taught me something.
Okay, so I'm doing the work module,
Mhm.
textbook project.
Yeah. Mhm. Right.
Katie's been so good. I mean, she's been helping me a lot.
Yeah, she's awesome. She used to be here. She used to sit in all the classes, but because of budget issues, she can't sit in on the classes anymore. Hi, Natalie. Nice. How are you doing? So just a second, Henrietta, because Natalie just arrived, and I have already kind of explained what's due for this week, and I'm helping people one-on-one with projects. So Natalie, if you want to hang out a little bit while I help Henrietta, unless you have a specific question that you want to ask me, or if not, I'll if you wait until I'm done with Henrietta, then I can talk to you about what's up next week and the exams and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
you hear
fine.
me?
Thank you.
Okay, great. All right, so yes, Henrietta, keep
Okay.
going. So, all right. So did you already submit it? Yes, you submitted
Yes.
it once.
So
right. Go ahead and get the report. Mhm. Okay.
So here it is.
Okay, so let's see. Let's open that one a little bit more. All right, so let's go to in the salary report worksheet cell should contain the text email address. Let's use flash fill. Keep going down so I have an idea. Formatting. Okay, keep going down. C14. Okay, so there's quite a few things that it's pointing out. For the most part, a lot of these aren't individually wrong, probably. It's just that something you did at the beginning is now affecting the rest of them, okay? Because in
Right.
Excel, there's a lot of, if you set something up wrong at first, then it all kind of cascades down wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and start by the very top of all of the corrections, because you want to start from the very top. Hi, Nelly, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Doing good.
I was just saying that most people have already left because I spent some time explaining what's up for next week. And now
Okay.
I'm helping people individually with their assignments that are due today. So if you hang out a little bit, Natalie also just showed up. I can tell you guys a little more about the material and what to do for the exams. But if you have any specific question that you want to ask me, let me know, or go ahead, you two, Natalie, write me in the chat so I can see what it is in general you're talking about. Meanwhile, I'm gonna help Henrietta here with her reports. All right, so see here it says you have many different ones, and this is where it gets confusing. You need to make sure that the one you're opening is the one that you submitted. So the one that you submitted for sure is the probably, I mean, look at the time, like date modified, and the last one, the latest one. So on the 25th,
I think the book report I did probably the
exercise
22nd.
2, that's the last one. 1228 is a bit older, and 1230 is even older. 1230 is a report. That seems to be your last one. Yeah, that seems to be the last one. Let's open that one. And let me see, what folder were you looking at those in? Like, where are you storing your material? Because Katie said that maybe what was happening is that you weren't storing them in the right place. Can you click on that window where you are? Yeah, click on that. Is this in your Excel folder? So you do have it in your Excel folder right now. Okay.
Yeah.
That seems
Yeah,
correct.
that happened with the first assignment.
Okay, got it.
I was all over.
Okay, so now let's go and click in here and let's see what's happening. The first correction is in the salary report worksheet. Cell B3 should contain the text email address. So let's go to B3. You need to scroll up. And
Oh, okay. I guess probably I need to double check my work before submitting it, because this is something very simple.
yeah, but since you do have 10 submissions, in a way, it doesn't hurt you to submit once, and then you can kind of have that that support in helping you check. But yeah, so Nelly, you're saying you feel, I'm answering Nelly for a second, through the practice modules, you don't have any questions. Okay, let me talk for a second, Henrietta,
Okay,
to Natalie,
yeah,
Nelly
I
and
work on
Natalie.
I work on this while you do that.
Go ahead and do that. So yeah, so Nelly and Natalie, what I did today is I showed very clearly everyone in the in the modules where to get the training modules and where to do the practice exams and how important the practice exams were, so that you are, if you do only the trainings, you're accustomed to clicking everywhere, and in the practice exams you really are reduced to just the 3 clicks. So once you think you know it, run through the practice exams and then do the exam. So don't skip the practice exam. There's no grades for doing the trainings or the practice exams. It's just for you guys. But then I also have 4 extra credit projects available. They're called end of module, and they are one for module A, Word module 1 and module 2, and then one for Excel module 1 and one for Excel module 2. So it'll help you guys practice your skills also before you head in. They are extra credit though. If you do them, please email me telling me you've done them, because once you submit them, they'll come up as 0 points, and I have to go into SAM, retrieve the grades and put them up, but I won't, you just email me that you've done them and I'll retrieve them all at once at the end after next Tuesday. I'll retrieve all the grades at once, but just let me know you've done them. Because the grades won't pop in to Canvas automatically like the other things do. Okay. So if you don't have any questions and all of that is clear and you're comfy with all the material for the exams, then yeah, thanks for popping in.
The message that you sent and that has the links to, is that credit ones you're talking about?
The email that I sent,
Yeah.
the
Where's
links
the-
was for today's class or to go to the tech support to Katie. Those are the two links I sent today. But
Okay,
not, you know what? Actually, give me 1 second here, Henrietta. I'm going to stop
go
your share
ahead.
for a minute.
Go ahead. I'll work on my,
Yeah, go and do a couple of those that make sense to you. And meanwhile,
Yeah.
I want to show you again my the links. So Natalie and Nelly, I was saying that if you go to week 9 and week
Yeah.
10, and week 9, you have the links for all the trainings, which is what
Yeah.
I showed you guys last week. So you run through the trainings, which you can do again and again and again a ton of times until you know them. And
Okay.
then here in week 10, you have the practice exam first, and then the actual exam. The practice
Okay.
exam for Excel and then the actual exam. So first, once you're done with the trainings, and if you have time to do the extra credits, these are them, then definitely do the practice exams. And in these are where you know, where will you get a chance to practice 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's basically the most important thing you need to do. And the other thing is that I requested is that even though the exam is available as of tonight, midnight, so 12:01 a.m., basically in the morning of Wednesday is really tonight after midnight, you can start taking the exams anytime. But I highly recommend don't wait until Tuesday. Like
Okay.
at the latest, do it on a Monday, because if something goes wrong on Tuesday, then there's very little time for me or for Katie to help you to figure out if I have to reset an exam because it's technically wrong. By the way, if you did say 10 questions and then you closed it, I can't reset the exam for you because then you would get a second chance with all the questions. So never hit submit, never close the exam until you're truly done with every single question you think you can answer. And the ones that you don't know, just give them a try, right? But don't close it before it's done, or that's it. I can't give you like chance B on this one, and there's no second chance. The last thing I'm going to say about these exams for both of you guys is that a lot of people do better in the Excel, even though people think it's harder, because we've just done all the assignments, right?
Mhm.
And that people who forgot or didn't do all the assignments in Word, or it's been, you know, a month and a half ago, then they maybe don't run through the trainings thinking, oh, I got this one. And actually people do worse in the Word exam proportionally than they do in the Excel. So don't assume that the Word one will be that easy. Do the trainings, that's all.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Yes.
So
Natalie-
you recommend doing the training first, then the practice exam?
Definitely. So the trainings have been available since last week. Definitely do the trainings first. And when you open a training, and now I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna open a training and then I'm going to share the training because I just didn't share it on the first time. When you do the training, definitely run through all 4 trainings first. That is your first step. And let me share the training now. Go straight to the apply version and just try to do it first. That's it. Try to do it. And if you can do it, fine. You move on to the next one and then move to the next task and you move on to the next one. Apply. The next one, apply. And then suddenly you'll find one that you're stuck with and you don't know how to do it. So then you have to go to the practice and learn how to do it, and then practice again, and then apply. Once you know how to do it, by the time you're done, all of these tasks, it'll show which ones you did right. We'll have a check mark. The ones you did wrong, we'll have a cross, and then you can go back. There's 60 points here. You can go back and review maybe 10 of them instead of all 60, right? And then you do the same thing for Word Module 2. When you're done doing that a bunch of times, that's when I recommend to then do the practice exam, because the difference is that the trainings, they allow you to do this 10 times until you get it right, 20 times. And then you think, oh, I got it. But it's not the same because when you do the practice exam, it only gives you 3 tries, the same as the exam. Okay. So the same thing will be in your practice exam. It's not like it'll give you a different question, but it'll only give you 3 chances. And so you'll get to feel how restrictive 3 chances are. So run to the practice exam. And once you're comfy with that, then actually attempt the exam. Okay.
Okay, so the extra credit is due the same day as the exam on Tuesday?
Yeah, so you have a whole week. They're there to help you practice. They are easier than the SAMs in the sense that all the text comes ready for you and it's a list of instructions, but it's not as many tasks. But it helps you, you know, because there's one for each module. So there's a flyer, there's an MLA, you know, and then there's 1 or 2, there's 2 different modules, Excel assignments that are similar to what you already did, helping you just practice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So other than that, unless you have any other questions or if you're struggling with an assignment, then you're welcome to just click off or keep doing assignments and stay connected and listening in and asking questions when you need to. I'm going to ask Henrietta, can you share your screen again? And I'll continue helping you. Okay, I'm done with the sharing, Henrietta. So go ahead and there we go.
You got it? I mean,
I
I
got
got
it.
it.
I see it now. Mhm. Okay, so you got the first, how many, what did you do
Okay,
now to correct? Mhm.
I got some, okay, in number 2, where it says right here, enter the salary data.
Mhm.
I don't know
In
what to
sheet
get.
1, worksheet 1. Can you move it over a bit so I can see? A8 should contain the value shown in table 2.1 in the instructions file. Oh, I don't. So table 2.1. Table 2.1. 2.4. Table 2.1. I see it there. In the sheet 1 worksheet, cell A8. A8. A8 is the, I'm just trying to say, isn't A8 the name?
Data, salary data. I have it here. Maybe, let me check it out. 2-6.
Can you move
That's
it a little
one.
bit more so I can you see parallel the report and the sheet? Just move it a little bit more over. Okay, so cell A8, cell A8 is the name of Savannah Knack. So I'm not very clear.
We can change that one. Maybe we can skip that one. I'll figure that out.
No, because if you skip it, then that's the base of all the wrong things. I'm just trying to, I'm looking at the computer.
One. Table 2, it says table 2-1, so I'll check table 2-1.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, I
Table,
got-
okay,
I
here's
got-
it. Yeah, here it is, table 2-1.
I got
Here we go.
table 2-1.
Next Savannah. Oh, you have a, okay, you have a typo. Savannah Nacht is Nacht.
On,
The name is wrong. There's a typo on the name.
okay,
Savannah Nacht needs a T at the end of her last name. So go to A8. Yeah, and then you're missing a T at the end after the H.
yeah, I got it.
I wasn't able to find the table 2.1 that now I know. Okay, there we go.
I found it.
Right, cool. Now, let's go to
Okay.
number 3.
I got that one. So you already changed that. Yeah,
You already
I
did
think I
flash
believe
fill, you fixed that?
I did.
Okay.
I believe so. How can I reduce you more? up
Yeah,
here.
you're fine. If you did that one, then go for it. Then keep going to,
So I did that
keep going
one.
after flash fill 3 on the report. Let's see what other corrections there are.
Okay, in the flash fill, the worksheet tab, I couldn't know how to do the tab, this one, the tab, I need to do it.
Okay, I don't see what you're correcting. Can you scroll on the report what you're trying to correct now? Mhm. The worksheet tab should be formatted using blue. Okay. All right, so scroll over a bit more so we can see what it should have. Blue what? Just do a little scroll. The other side, the other arrow. Just grab that a little bit. Yeah. Blue accent 1. What else? Keep going because it says something else. Maybe what we should do is reduce. Can you hit the minus instead of going that far? No, not that. Open that up again. That minimized it and it's gone now. So go to the report and open it up again. Nope, the other one. Yeah, that one. Nope. No, one to the right.
This one.
No. The tab, go to the right. There's 2 Excel tabs. On the right, yeah, the first one, that one. Yeah. Okay, so go back and get yourself scrolled over again to the left because you scrolled too much. No.
But now I have, this is the
No,
same.
no. Go back to the summary report. It's where we were. Don't click that. Go back exactly where you just were. The first graded summary report. We need to see the report.
Yeah, so
Put your mouse
I need
to the
close-
left.
I need to
No,
close this one.
no. Stop. Go back to exactly where it says salary report. Okay, the tab to the left that says graded summary report. That's the one we're trying to read. Yeah. Now you scrolled to the side so much that we don't see it anymore. So now go over to the right. Yeah, there we go. And now see in the bottom where you see a plus and a minus,
Yes.
like a little bit. No, not that one. Not that one. Go a
Here,
bit further down. Yes, click on the minus so
one?
we can, yeah, the minus one time.
oh, that's too
It's
much.
a bit too much. So go try again. Yeah, so now we can read the whole thing. See what I mean?
Yes,
So in the salary report sheet, the worksheet tab should be formatted using blue accent 1 tab color. Okay, so go to your tab. Yeah, there. And now you can right click.
so I was having a problem doing that. I was trying to,
Yeah.
I'm breaking,
So right
Okay.
click,
nothing
right
happened.
click. It
Oh,
should,
finally,
right-
I got
no,
it.
no, that you double clicked. So that's not what we need. So click away again. Right click, you don't have a right click working?
I have my mouse. I don't know if that's working. But that's what I had the issue. It's like how it's not
You
getting.
should be able to right click and get the tab color. If your right
Yeah.
click is not working for other stuff either,
Probably not. Maybe I can change the mouse.
what,
Maybe, maybe that
try,
was my problem
are you on a Mac or on a PC?
in the Mac.
Okay, the Mac, right click, you need to enable. And if you've never had it, you need to enable it. So go down to the system preferences in the dock. So go down to the dock. Now we're talking Mac. This has nothing to do with Excel. It's your Mac mouse. So go all the way down to the dock system preferences. Yeah, right there. The Mac mouse doesn't automatically have a right click unless you enable it. Okay, so down there, yeah, click on that. Yep. Single click, yeah.
Yeah, but it takes forever.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So now right there, you have on the right side where it says primary button, click on that. Yeah, click on that and say secondary button. Cool. That's now your right click will work. So now close that window and go back. Cool. Now go back to the salary report and right click. There you go. And now go to tab
Magic.
color. There you go. Now go to tab color. Now, yeah, every time it says right click, you haven't been able to use the right click.
Right.
this is
So
the
then
first
I
time.
got
You can do control click also,
okay.
but it's easier if you do the right thing. Okay, so now you do blue
Green.
accent 1. So go to blue accent 1.
I don't have all the colors. That's the thing either.
So on the far right, isn't there a blue, two blues, go up?
I have a
next
light
to-
blue.
No, go up, and you need an accent one. Go to the right, isn't there, to the right, to the right? That one's purple. One more to the right, isn't that blue? One more to the right. Indigo, and the last one is blue gray. So did you need to change a theme and not
Probably.
change a theme earlier on?
I don't have a,
Huh. You have a different set of colors, huh?
yeah.
Well, just go down to the regular blue then. Go down to the bottom where it says blue and let's see if that's good enough. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay.
it's right.
So
but
that,
at least
okay,
it's
so I
blue.
think fixing my mouse, that was a lot. So that's a good thing.
Mhm. Yeah, now you have a right click working. That's a
Yeah.
Mac thing. All right, let's keep going down and let's see. Hopefully that was the right color. Okay, let's keep going over to the report and let's see what's next. Yep.
Next,
Down. Okay, and the
I-
salary report
I,
worksheet, the
um,
formula, cells
I got-
C1.
I got it
should use the
already.
max. You did that one.
I did that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did that. Which one do you need to do
I
next?
think
then?
it's the same one, right? This one right here in the salary, this one.
It probably will, yeah.
same?
I'm assuming, because you said you did one, right?
I did this
So
one.
I'm assuming that if you fixed one, the other one fixed automatically because it's part of the same thing.
Yes.
You said you fixed it, so I'm going to trust
Yes.
that you fixed it. Let's go on to the next one. The A1 should be formatted using the title cell style. Did you fix that one yet?
No.
Okay, so A1 and A2,
So this is the other
A1 and
So that-
A2 is
that I have.
clapboard engineering.
So A1,
And A2, yeah, click one
Yeah.
through, so click drag down. Those two, okay. So now go to the cell styles. And they need to be the title head cell style. So go
do I
down.
need to do new cells?
Title. No, that one, I think you use the one that's there. So right there where it says heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, the next one is title. Yeah, that one. There we go.
That was new.
Then the range AK through K3 needs to be heading 3. So A3 to K3. A3, which would be employee.
So I was looking at
In the salary, I'm looking at A3 to K3. So go to A3, put your mouse on A3. Okay, column A, row 3. So go find column A.
I got
That's not,
so
A3.
okay,
Go
so
up.
then can I do
Go to-
this?
no, go to, no, that's not A3. A3 is column A is the first column.
A3,
That's
So,
A3.
A3.
A3 through K3. So it's all the way to the right. So click and
Okay.
drag your mouse. It's all those texts. Yep. And keep going. All the way to K. If H, G, H, I, K. There you go. Stopping right there. Okay. So now those need to be formatted using the heading 3 cell style. So go to cell styles again. And
Then
find
it's-
heading 3.
Heading 3. Heading 3.
Yep.
Yep.
There
Okay.
you go. Perfect. All right. Now, what's
Okay.
next? The one or more cell contains incorrect number formatting. Okay. So you need to go to the book and find out what kind of formatting your things need.
I'm going to cover so I can see my sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going, but you actually need to bring the whole thing over because it's not about making it longer. You don't keep doing that. Yeah. Okay, I guess that worked. Otherwise it doesn't. Okay, so let's go see, scroll down so we can see all your numbers. Okay, now let's scroll up a little bit again. We can see them all. Okay, and now the best you can, yeah, it kind of jumps, doesn't it?
Yeah. I was telling Katie that I spend my time more trying to fix the computer than the actual assignment.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. It's fine. So
Okay.
now, what you have here, you know what you can do is make it a little bit smaller. See, same like before, go down to that little minus. Yeah, click one time. There we go.
Right
Now
here?
you've got them all. Yeah, there you did it. You
Okay,
did it. See how it went smaller?
yeah,
And now you see everything except for the bottom row. So that's almost everything.
yeah.
And maybe now if you scroll up, maybe it works. I don't know. Click on a side, click down here on a number, on any cell down here. Yeah. And then try to scroll a little bit up to see if it gives you just a little bit more of the bottom. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Now you see all your numbers.
Yeah.
It's just that before you had selected the title. So Excel kept wanting to show you the title. But now
Right.
that you selected a number, it will show you the numbers. Okay, so looks like you need to fix some number styles. It doesn't say which,
Well, we can move that.
and you kind of have to go and connect. So I'm seeing that some of your numbers are wrong. Some of your solutions are wrong from what I'm comparing here. So, or it's not that it's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing it. You see the gross pay, that there's all those like, you have to double click on make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, double click on the right side of the column F so that I see how in the totals, that gross pay, I don't see the total. Yeah, you can just go up, don't do it from there. Don't do it from there. That's just for a cell. Yeah, go there and then go to the little line on the right and then double click right there, double click. There we go. So see, it got a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now we need to go to the page where it tells you how to format the numbers because I can't tell which numbers are not well formatted. I can see the 12. Okay. I see, for example, your net pay total does not have the dollar sign, and your 31 tax does not have a percentage. So you basically need to go back to the book that tells you where to.
Okay. I think my
apply
main thing
those.
was I think that's pretty much it. I can go back and figure the other stuff.
Okay.
Fixing my mouse, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
So, and I think that
So
would,
mainly what I'm seeing right now is that your totals line, row 13, there should be dollar sign, double click, just double click on that. Right on the edge, yeah, to give it the size, yeah. So mainly your totals row is missing the dollar sign on the ones that it needs the dollar sign, and then like tax. But see, that's not, you did not need to do that to the whole column. You only had to do that to that cell. So you need to undo that. Yeah. And if you want to, yeah, undo that again, because you added that. Yeah. So you don't need that to be on everything, just on that one. If you go in your book, go all the way to the first page
okay.
on exercise 2-2. And that one there shows you exactly which ones have to have what. And if you notice then that when you go to the totals, the hours works does not have a dollar sign, but gross pay does, federal tax does, then tax should be in percentage, which yours is not. And then net pay should have $1. Do you see that? Row 13? So you need
Okay.
to go in and find those and that will fix those problems.
Okay,
But-
I think I'm good with that. I think that's my main issue was the tab
Okay,
and then the other sample, and I think I can
All right.
I get it from there.
okay, so go ahead and
Yeah.
save and then after you submit, hopefully that'll take care of a lot of
Okay, well,
it.
that's great.
right.
Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Okay, have a
welcome.
good night.
You too, bye.
Bye.